What up, what up? My name is Norbert Farrell. Welcome to my channel. I'm back at it again with another video. Today I want to talk about mental health and my story. This is something, that is kind of hard to do right now, but I just feel like, maybe my message would be an inspiration for young men in general, people in general, to really take their mental health seriously. I'm not perfect. I still go through things. Like right now, I just moved back to Atlanta a couple months ago, and I need to find a therapist. When I was going to a therapist, I felt like, my life was getting on track. I was becoming a better me. And since I haven't been going to therapy or going to see a counselor and actually talking to somebody, like, it's been kind of going a little downhill. So, anyway, can you please just like, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram at Norbert Farrell _Styles on Instagram, and let's get to it. Growing up, I always had a little anxiety, and all the times when it came, it often helped me go harder, helped me, get things done, or it forced me to do things that I was supposed to do. But it really didn't get bad till I turned 26. Now, mind you, my grandmother suffers from anxiety, depression, my mom does, and my mom wasn't having a lot of anxiety attacks till she was like 25 when she was pregnant with me, and I started having around the same age, 25, 26, around that time frame. Soon after I graduated from college, I had moved to Cleveland, Ohio, my first job, and everything was going smoothly, meeting new people, things of that sort. But a couple months later, stuff started going downhill, and especially when I moved to the Carolinas and kind of moved by myself. I was going through a lot with my previous job. It was a lot. And not only that, but when I moved by myself in my apartment, it just felt like a lot of things that hunted me, throughout my life, all the demons just started coming. And, with my job, it was times, almost every night I was working till like 9, 10 o'clock at night. And, my manager, I wasn't fun of him, he wasn't fun of me. And then there was a situation in my job, it was a bad situation. And I felt like this really hunted me. So, I was doing a product demonstration at a customer, and I had another coworker with me, and it was really her demonstration, and I was assisting. And so it was a production environment. It was a lot of sounds going on. It was a lot of noise that was going on, so I really couldn't hear. And she, I was supposed to point at the machine while she talked about it, and she was trying to talk to me, but I couldn't hear her. And she came over and she like hit me. So when she hit me, it's like I went into a shock. It was like I didn't know what to do, like. And that really like stuck with me. It got to the point I was having like nightmares. I was having real bad, it caused me to have real bad anxiety. On top of all the other pressure that was on my job, and on top of like the other stuff that was like hunting me, like it got so bad that where like I shut down, and like I couldn't go no more. I was just having back-to-back anxiety attacks. And just one day, I just shut down, and my girlfriend came, to see me in the Carolinas, and I went to the hospital, and they assigned me to a therapist. Now mind you, I didn't want to go to a therapist. Like, come on, like, I was like, bro, like, don't crazy people go to a therapist? Like, I ain't crazy. I don't want people to make it seem like I was crazy or anything like that. So it's gonna take a little time because it's kind of still hard for me to talk about it. But so when I went, I was, my mind was just gone. I was just going through it. Mind you, living by myself, being in a relationship, dealing with relationship problems, life, just personal issues, me growing up. Like, with me, I have a lot of dad issues. Like, my dad wasn't there. We don't get along time to time, and that really affected me. Family issues. It was a lot of stuff that really affected me mentally. And so, they asked me if I wanted a man therapist or a female therapist. And it shocked me because one of my biggest problems is that, I always migrate to a woman because that's who raised me. I was raised mostly by women. My dad wasn't always around. And so something just told me to pick a male therapist. And don't get me wrong, I started going to bed. That was like the best thing that happened to me. It started to make me realize when I was going that, I mattered. And then it was situations when I was going, situations that I didn't know that affected me. When we talked, I realized that it affected me. Just like the dad issues, just like my relationship with my family members and my girlfriend, how I do things on a daily, organizing things in my mind and, structuring my days and just being careless about things, just figure out, that I matter. And so, I developed a relationship with that therapist, and, just talking to him and expressing how I feel and the struggle that I went through throughout my life, that really helped me. It helped me so much. I took a notebook to therapy and I wrote down things and things that I might need to work on, but it brought me out of a lot, and at some point I stopped having anxiety attacks, but now they starting to come back a little bit. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm not perfect. I try to do a lot of things, a lot of resources that still help me this day is like praying, and I got this prayer book, and so like right now on my new job, if I'm experiencing some anxiety or when I'm by myself, I always rely on this prayer book. This prayer book is called Encouraging Prayers for Every Need. This prayer book, man, it has a prayer for every situation. And my biggest one is anxiety. I have other, in the future, I have other videos talking about, how I deal with some of the anxiety attacks that I have and things of that sort. But it took a long time for me to accept that I had to go to therapy. I was letting my pride get in the way. And a lot of men out there, man, your pride gonna mess you up. We were so prideful to the point to where, like, that was just getting in the way of anything that we doing because we don't want to seem like we weak. We don't want to. I know how we are as men, man. And so sometimes you gotta put your pride to the side for real. If those people around you, they really love you, bro, they gonna accept you for who you are. You're not weak. You're not weak, bro. A lot of y'all are not weak. And I just want you to realize, man, you matter. And talking to somebody, bro, is okay. Like, soon, like, I'm going to try to find me somebody to talk to here in Atlanta. And I know I need it. And I know once I start talking to somebody, like, it happened before, I know that I'm going to get better too. And so I encourage y'all, man, everybody need to talk to somebody. Everybody need to talk. It can be a therapist, it can be somebody who you trust, or sometimes it can be a complete stranger. A stranger really don't know you. And so a therapist, they don't really know you. And so, talking to somebody is essential. And I just want to put that message out there, man. And so, like I said, it's really gonna take a lot of time for me to process my thoughts in this video, because just that topic and things that sort of, it's very hard to talk about. I recently put up a post. I put up a post like 2-3 months ago on Instagram. I said recently, my bad. But I put up a post on like 2-3 months on Instagram, you know, just talking about the things that I went through. And that was very hard. I was on my new job. Once I put the post up, like my heart was beating so fast. It was beating so fast. And so, because that was just hard, but that just let me know like I had got better, but I'm down in the slumps again. You know, I got back to that point to where, you know, I'm still working on myself, so I shut down and I don't want to talk to nobody. You know, I'm working on the issue now. Like when I go through a lot of stuff, like I push all my friends away. I push people away because I don't want to be bothered with them. Or it's not even I don't want to be bothered with them, but I feel like I gotta deal with my situations alone, and that'll help me feel better if I distance myself. And you know, it hurt me in the long run because I mean, I don't really talk to nobody no more. And so, you know, that's a lot of things that I gotta talk about, you know, when I go back. But, you know, anyway, that's really all I want to touch on. That's really all I got on my mind today. I'm about to end the video off. Again, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, NorbertFarrell_Styles. And like my video, subscribe, share. And I'm out. Peace.